Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball Card Breaks. Today is the Time Travel Tuesday edition, where we'll be opening a box of Fleer 91 Baseball. And before we get to that, I just want to remind everybody, this will be the last reminder, that coming up on Thanksgiving, I'll be opening up this 1985 Topps Baseball Rack Pack. This is a contest for my subscribers. And in order to get in on this, you have to be a subscriber. You have to like the video that I have in the comments below. And then in the comments, leave information on what your favorite food to eat is when you go to the ballpark. So those are the three things you have to do. Be a subscriber, like the video, which is in the comments. Got to click on that link. It'll go right to the video. And then in the comments, let me know which ballpark food is your favorite to eat. Okay, that's it. And once you enter a contest with me, you'll be automatically entered in every other contest I do. So it's a benefit to you. There's some really great cards in this, possibly Mark McGwire rookie card, possibly Roger Clemens rookie card, possibly Kirby Puckett's rookie card, which are all going for big amounts on eBay in a PSA 10. So brand new in the packs, probably very gradable. So, and I mean, if you take a look at just the cards on the top, I mean, especially the Donnie Moore in the middle there, it looks pretty centered. So anyway, so there could be some really valuable stuff in this pack, this rack pack. So also, before we crack open some of these Flair, I stopped by one of the other local shops today, and I picked up a couple cards, nothing major. I just wanted to show. This is a 2001 Archives Reserve of Mickey Lolich. As a Tigers fan, obviously, the 68 Tigers World Series team is historic and something we're very proud of in Detroit. 68 was a rough time in Detroit with the riots, and the baseball team winning it all that year really made a difference in keeping the city from burning to the ground. So I always, whenever I can, I pick up any Tigers from that season. And then, of course, the old 82 Johnny Bench card, which I actually just picked it up because I didn't have it in my collection. So while I was there, I did pick up one pack of 2020 Topps Chrome Hobby. These were $12 a pack. So I figured, you know what? I like gambling. I lived in Vegas for 3 years. So let's just check and see what we might have here in this pack. And then we'll get into the Fleer 91. So we have a David Peralta. We have a Tommy Edman, not a rookie card. We have Altuve in the 85 style, just like what I'm giving away, and a Josh Hader. So, okay, so basically nothing for $12, but that's how it goes sometimes. All right, so we're going to crack open these 91 Flair. I don't have any real interest in doing every single pack. So what we'll do today is we'll open half of these. And then on another Time Travel Tuesday in the future, maybe when a shipment doesn't arrive for me, I'll go back and do the other half of the box. So we'll just put those aside. And really the main reason why I'm doing this is because I'm not a really big fan of Flair 91. These are probably, I don't know, you can argue it, but these might be the worst cards designed from this era. These are the yellow ones with the black stripes that look like little bumblebees and very cheaply made. There's really no rookie cards in here worth collecting unless you're a big is it Jose Gonzalez? The guy that played for the Diamondbacks. So there's Gonzalez and Jeff Conine. Those are the only two. So the update set in this style does have Pudge Rodriguez and Jeff Bagwell. So those are a little bit more interesting, but you can see this is a very basic design, very ugly. It's got a photo on the back, which I think is always nice. And this is really the design that Flair has used since its inception of cards in '81. So technically, I guess this box is a 10-year anniversary of Flair. And, Lenny Dykstra, at least he's infamous. I mean, he won a World Series, but he's more known for his financial scams that he pulled and doing jail time for that. There's Oberkfell. Hey, there's El Presidente, Dennis Martinez, threw a perfect game for the Expos. Leo Gomez, Mark Guthrie, Doug Drabick, Cy Young Award winner. Mike Scioscia, fired last year from being the manager of the Angels, which Joe Madden took over. There's Pat Borders. He's from Detroit. So that's basically what we're looking at here. Nothing that's going to jump out at you and get super excited over. But like I said, they're fun to look at. I'll always be interested in cracking open packs from this era. I did not collect during this period, and so I have no idea. Like Joe Bitker, I actually have no idea who that is. And for me not to know, that's something. There's Von Hayes, Gary Pettis on the Rangers. He played for Detroit for a couple of years. There it is. He roamed center field after Chet Lemon retired. And Charlie Liebrandt, Doug Jones. This guy always has looked old. He played into his 40s, but he looked. I probably came out of the womb looking 40. So here's Jeff Conine. This is one of the two decent rookie cards in here. He's known as Mr. Marlin. He pretty much played almost his whole career with the Royals and the Marlins. And I don't know. We'll put that aside. It's not worth a ton of money, but at least it is a quality rookie card. There's Craig Graybeck. This guy was like 5'6" or something. Yeah, 5'8", standing on a phone book. There's Gene Harris, one of two different Gene Harrises of this era. Dwight Smith. Hey, there's the Wizard of Oz, Ozzie Smith. At least that's a Hall of Famer. Carlos Garcia, I don't know who that is. Ray Lankford, John Cerruti, and Juan Samuel, who eventually became Detroit Tiger first base coach. I know my Tigers, at the very least. All right, here's pack number 3. Looks like we got ourselves a Phillies sticker. I take all of these stickers and I leave them at my store, and I hand them out to little kids that come through, and I don't know, they seem to like it. Kids like pretty much anything. So there's Wally World, Wally Joyner, Troy Afner. This is technically a rookie card. I looked it up just to see. Steve Avery, another player from Detroit, part of the Big Four on the Braves. He had elbow issues, and so his career was cut short. But with Glavine and Maddox and John Smoltz, Avery was the 4th starter and had some pretty good years. It's Keith Miller, Kevin Romine, the father to Austin Romine and Andrew Romine, both have played for the Tigers. So there's Cal Ripken Jr. I think this is actually at least based on what Beckett says, the most valuable card in the set. It's equal to the Nolan Ryan card. So, again, Hall of Famer, followed by the worst card in the set checklist. Jeff Pico. Actually, the checklist is probably worth more than Jeff Pico. And there's Pedro Munoz, Kevin Moss. Wow, this guy was a beast. Played for the Yankees. Huge prospect. I remember trying to collect his cards, and he unfortunately didn't do much. And he became a batting coach. So those who can't hit apparently teach. There's Gerald Perry and Kevin Bierce, Julio Franco. This is another player, played forever. And that's a nice card. Bobby Bowe, Barry Larkin. Larkin, of course, in the Hall of Fame. And Bobby Bowe gets paid by the Mets every year $1 million in perpetuity. I think it's actually was a 20-year deal. So I don't know how many more years he has left on that contract, but every July he gets paid another $1 million. And okay, so here's a logo, 4 teams, just random, I guess. Scott Bradley. Oh, there's Mark McGwire. Probably another valuable card. Maybe one day get to the Hall of Fame. Roger McDowell. Dave Smith. There's the other Greg Harris. See, I told you there was 2. And actually followed by Jeff Robinson. There was actually 2 Jeff Robinsons in this era. There was one that played for Detroit, and this is not that one. So the other Jeff Robinson was a Detroit Tiger, and he played in that same era. Shane Mack, Teddy Higuera, Randy O'Neal. This was before he was traded to Detroit. Am I correct? Yeah. Oh, no. He was, I guess he was drafted by Detroit and then traded to the Padres and then to the Giants. There's Tom Eden, Johnny Ray. Johnny Ray was a batting champ one year. There's Danny Tartable, Travis Fryman on my Tigers. Pretty solid third baseman. I'm going to put him aside for my personal collection. And Robin Ventura, also a third baseman. And I believe Ventura managed the White Sox as well. So he was a one-time manager. Okay, next pack. Got a Yankee sticker. What's on the back? Oh, that's interesting. They give you some of the batting leaders. Oh, this is top 10 Yankees batting leaders. Oh, well, there are some big names on that list. But not Derek Jeter, not at that point. So it's Kelly Downs, Luis Quinones, Terry Mulholland, Franklin Stubbs, Bill Sampson, Bob Melvin, played for Detroit Tigers, now a manager of the Oakland A's. John Moses, he was a speedster. Jay Bell, laying down a bunt. Cal Daniels, Rance Mulliniks. Well, there's John Franco and Bobby Thigpen, top game savers. Was this year the Thigpen had 59 saves? I don't know. I'm not going to read that. Chris Szabo with the goggles. Tony Phillips passed away a few years ago, but really solid defensive player. He batted leadoff, and this guy would get on base all the time just by walking. Doesn't have his walks on there. Okay, you have to take my word for it. He was a good walker. Was this a 99? There we go. So I knew that he potentially would get on base. Steve Fry. So you can see why this is kind of a rough set to open. There's not a lot of value. They're ugly aesthetically. No amount of cards, stickers are going to make up for how terrible the cards are. But at least for me, like I said, it's fun to go down through memory lane. And even though I wasn't really collecting in this era, I was watching a ton of baseball, even though the Tigers were pretty bad in 1991. There's Wally Backman. I actually had a drink with Wally Backman in Las Vegas. He was the manager of the Las Vegas 51s, which was the Mets AAA team. And I saw him at an Applebee's, and I bought him a drink. There's Vince Coleman before he got eaten up by the tarp during the World Series. John Olerud wearing the helmet on the field. Don Ossie, Jack Clark, Sid Fernandez. Whoa, is there 3 Gene Harrises? It's another Gene Harris. And Joe Girardi. So, okay. This is actually going a little slower than I anticipated. There's the Braves. I guess they're getting rid of the tomahawk chop. I guess if you don't have any fans in the stands, you can't do it anyway. There's Greg Olson. Oh, this is a nice card. Kirby Puckett, Hall of Famer, black border. Yeah, I don't know exactly what that is, but it's 1 of 12, so we'll put it aside. Let's see what else we have here. We have Calvin Torvey, Harold Baines, Hall of Famer at the end of his career. Bob Kipper, Tim Naring, Phil Clark. Oh, it's Will the Thrill Clark, Corey Snyder. There we go, Nolan Ryan. So that's probably, with the Cal Ripken, probably the most valuable card in the set, which is not saying much. Hubie Brooks, Fetters, Otis Nixon, Gary Milkey, and Jim Presley, who I believe is an announcer for the Mariners. And he was a long-time Mariner. I think he's probably on their all-time home run list somewhere, just based on longevity and not so much on the quantity of home runs he hit. Still no Tiger stickers. I should take these stickers and put them on my backdrop. So it's Eric Plunk, Tim Drummond, Gary Sheffield maybe get into the Hall of Fame this year. I guess we'll see. He played for Detroit at the end of his career. Steve Decker, Dan Plesac, funny guy. I love listening to him talk on the MLB Network. There's Jimmy Eisenreich. Oh, you son of a bitch. If you don't know why I said that, you have to go back and watch my other Time Travel Tuesdays, and you'll know the story of Frank Tanana, my arch nemesis. Lance Johnson, speedster, good leadoff hitter. Kent Anderson, Scotty Sanderson, Marty Clary, Darren Reed, and Ellis Burks, underrated hitter in that era. All right, so let's take a look at the next one here. All right, we got a Royals sticker. And we're looking at Ron Kittle for the Orioles. I don't even remember that. But big power hitter for the Sox. Scott Erickson, Don Slaught, Mike Sharperson, Kelly Gruber, Rick Cerrone, Bill Duran, Mark Silas, catcher for the Tigers, Dave Schmidt, Greg Briley. There's Dave Stewart, Joe Bever, Brian Meyer, and Atlee Hammaker. Okay, a few more packs here. If I don't think I mentioned earlier, but this was donated by Abraham, who stopped by my store. We did a little trading. This is Joe Bitker again, right on the top, like before, Von Hayes. And so he volunteered these. There's Jeff Conine, another rookie card of Conine. This is like the same collation. Yep, sure is. So that was an easy one. So it was nice of him to donate this for Time Travel Tuesday. I did not have anything for this week because of some delay, I guess, with the mail during the holidays here. Willie McGee, Francisco Cabrera, Doc Gooden, Tony Pena, Bob Malachy. There's another one of those black border cards. Will Clark snapping the bat in half. Put that aside. I don't really know much about those. Followed by a checklist. So that happened last time too, where we had a black card and then a checklist. So interesting collation. There's Kevin Moss again. So the back half of this is a different collation, or separate collation. Okay, next one here. Oh, there's Chief Wahoo, which this has definitely been eliminated from MLB. I think the agreement was they would sell off the rest of the merchandise that had this logo on it, and then they put it to rest, which is a smart thing. I guess it's Everyone has a different opinion, but I find it offensive. There's Dennis Eckersley, Mickey Morandini, Ken Caminetti, steroid user, had some other issues and unfortunately passed away. Oscar Azokar, Greg Gagne, George Canali, Terry Kennedy, Bill Kruger, Devon White, Mike McFarland, Edwin Nunez. Yeah, this is when he was in the Tigers. He was a big-time closer in that era. I don't know how the Tigers got him, but he wasn't a closer for us. There's Barry Jones and Dave Winfield, Hall of Famer. Good hitter, solid hitter. I don't know if Dave Winfield's known more for his time with the Padres, with the Yankees, or with Toronto, because he did win a World Series with Toronto as a DH. I think maybe he got a little PT in right field. Joe Oliver. Let's get some focus here. There we go. Charlie Hayes, Casey Kendall, Grissom, Milligan, Gary Gaetti, the Rat. And you can, I don't know, you have to see his profile, but they called him the Rat. Ted Power. Ted Power once threw a no-hitter. Hey, Gibby. I'm going to keep that for my personal collection. Sorry, Abraham. Dwayne Ward, Rags, Dave Righetti. He also threw a no-hitter and then became a closer. Hal Morris from University of Michigan. Lloyd Mosby, Tim Foley, and Alvin Davis. Alvin Davis was probably the Mariners' only all-star for many, many years. I mean, generally a great hitter, but those were some lean years in the 80s. And Alvin Davis was stuck on a team with light-hitting second baseman like Jose Cruz. This is Bo Allred, Bob Boone, dad of all the Boones, Ken Patterson. Hey, there's Wade Boggs, like supposedly drank over 100 beers on a plane flight once. Dave Clark, Andy Van Slyke, Craig Wilson, hard-hitting Mark Whitten. He had 4 home runs in a game. Mike Hartley, Eddie Williams. I think this is the Eddie Williams who is... Nope, that's not the same Eddie Williams. I was thinking that was the Williams that was the GM for the Sox for so many years. Matt Young, Greg Maddux, one of the best pitchers all time. Put him aside. And Kevin Mitchell once caught a fly ball with his bare hands, with a bare hand, reaching up and grabbing it because he was at the wrong angle. Sorry about that. I just knocked my camera. All right. There we got a Twinkie sticker. Pedro Guerrero. Andy Van Slyke, Craig Wilson, hard-hitting Mark Whitten, Mike Hartley, Marty Barrett, Ernie Riles, Mitch Webster, Jeff Cote Vizcaíno, Willie Frazier, Dave Martinez, now the manager of the Washington team, Jeff Hewson, and Greg Olson, the other Greg Olson that didn't have the 2 G's. So I guess I didn't realize that this era had so many players with the same name. It's just now kind of coming back to me. All right, some more stickers here. I don't know if the stickers are for Fleer or the puzzle pieces for Donruss are more annoying. There's Ernie Riles, Mitch Webster. Okay, so this is a collation we just saw. Back-to-back packs. Let's just make sure there's nobody new. Greg Olson's where it left off. Oh, there's Allred, there's Bob Boone again. Ken Patterson, Wade Boggs, and Dave Clark. Dave Clark is the Tigers' third base coach. I don't know if he will still be the coach, but now that we have a new manager. Let's see. There's the Pirates sticker. I don't remember that logo. This must have been a one-year thing. Let's see. There's Bert Blyleven, Hall of Famer. Bo Jackson, probably one of the best athletes of all time, arguably. There's the other Jeff Robinson. This is the one from the Tigers. Blackjack McDowell, Brian Harvey, Joe Klink, Dwayne Henry, Hojo, he was a Tigers farmhand, Jerry Reed, Brady Anderson once hit 50 home runs in a season from the leadoff spot. And I don't know if he was on steroids or not. It was always thought that he was, but it was allegedly, I guess I have to say. There's Strawberry. This is a cool card. I mean, I like the way that looks. Put that aside so I can look into those. Julio Valera, Ron Hassey, and Carmelo Martinez. All right, last pack. Then we'll get out of here. I won't be doing any openings tomorrow, but then the day after that is Thanksgiving, and we'll be giving away that rack pack. So make sure if you're not in on it, I think there's only 14 people. So if you're not in on it, you can get in on it just by following the link in the comments. Lee Guterman, Keith Brown, Gary Ward, solid hitter for the Tigers, just played a couple of years for us. Brian Holman, Terry Steinbach, Jason Grimsley. There it is, Luis Gonzalez. Look at that neck. That dude was all neck. He played 1 year for us. This guy, all he ever did was hit. He was so good. He came to the Tigers, and he didn't hit that year. And he left. I don't remember what team he went to. I guess the Diamondbacks. And he started hitting again. But we'll put that aside. This is the other rookie card. So I'm glad we got both of the important rookie cards. There's Santiago, Dave LaPointe, Terry Leach, BJ Surhoff, Trevor Wilson, and finally, Randy Veras of the Milwaukee Brewers. Okay, so that's half of the box. We'll do the other half on another day. Thank you so much for watching, and it's not a stretch to say that I'll be giving away the rack pack on Thursday. So tune in for that and get in on it if you haven't. Until Turkey Day, we'll talk to you later.